doing a little exploring to kill time, and I run into an old farmhouse with cedar shakes. Wooden windows, satellite dish. Somebody was here in the 2000s or the 90s. Interesting. And an old shed. Wow, I wonder if there's anything else. Would have been an old farm out here. And this isn't farm country. Would have been a very remote settler's place. No. Wow, the roof's caving in. Old lumber. Here's an old ice chisel or something. That's cool. An old intake, carburetor from a 4-cylinder. Tobacco cans. Cameo. Wow, I gotta be careful in here. This is rotten. Well, that's about it. Bunch of Heinz tomato cans, tomato ketchup cans, books, back porch, bathtub, probably just drained on the ground. There's a door there, but it's treacherous getting there. Oh, we got a hot water tank, electric. Maybe they had a generator. There's so let's look for another way. Looks sketchy. And the roof's caved right in. What a shame. Okay, that window's open, this door's open. This is the porch. The temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Sears camcorder. There's a relic. Neat. You open it up, there's probably a tape in there. Let's put that here. A little out of the elements. Somebody's looking for a antique camcorder, or whatever you call it. Plastic, but they're probably getting almost collectible. Plastic Pepsi bottle carriers. Okay, we can get in here. Very careful of the floor. Animals. Tobacco, export light, sorry. Just light. Still deadly. Little fishing rods. So it might have been a hunt camp in the end. Tapes. Louis Amour, 4-card draw. That's a audiobook on tape. And Red Sylvain teddy bear. Personal tapes. Conway Twitty. Yeah, that's the stuff. Little hibachi down there. I'd like to have a hibachi. Have a charcoal barbecue once in a while. I wonder if it has a crawl space underneath. I don't want to go walking too much. Ugh. A metal Esso sign. Wow, that'd be an oldie. Just used as heat deflection for the wood stove. Nice. Molson Canadian sunglasses. Back in the day. Cheap. It's all tongue and groove floor too. Would have been a nice built house at one time. There's still clothes in the closet. Ontario Hydro coveralls. Some other Their coats. Little trench coat, nylon. Retro runners. Excalibur. Ooh, the floor is caved in here. Here's the kitchen. Wood cook stove. Oh, the upper floor gave in. Very careful going up here. Very careful. This is so dangerous. Oh my God. It's like a big hangout room up here. Orbit skates. Little pickling jars. What kind do we got here? Standard mason jars? Yeah. Dominion mason jars. There's a leather case there. That looks interesting. Oh, the damn roof. What a shame. You got to put a metal roof on, people. Old bed in there. Old creepy bed. Nice to be in an abandoned place again. It's been a while. Well, we've seen some good things. Some neat things. All right. Wilberforce. 8:09 in the morning with office rocker oiler. This big ugly hog. Going to the Wilberforce graphite mine. Mined, I believe, from 1910 to 1913. Here's the local alien Bigfoot. The lake, but it probably all goes to the Irondale. What's it called? Irondale River.
Yeah, that's the major one. Right
Probably
there.
all falls in there. Some big chunky metal bits.
Yeah, look what someone did.
Geocache.
Oh, yeah.
I seen that yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Lockbox.
Look at the little toy soldiers on there.
Yeah. Little metal knights.
That's cool.
Official geocache. Please do not disturb. I shall not. Geocaching.com. Locked.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that's some neat structure.
Lots of red brick mixed in. It's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what that was for. Tramway or something here?
Might have been a conveyor, eh?
Something. Where's the actual attic?
Just keep going this way and then up. It's a pretty good path.
There's an old tin. Some metal. Metals.
I wonder if there's any historical pictures online of this from back in the day.
Huh.
Interesting to see what it looked like, eh?
Oh, yeah. When was this, how long ago was this thing in production?
A quick Google search, I seen 1910 to 1913. Just a brief moment in time. But they really, all the trees would have been stripped out.
Oh yeah.
Would have been buildings.
Yeah, a metal detector might be good in here, eh?
Well,
Be a dump too somewhere.
it'd probably go crazy, the metal detector. There'd be a lot of bottle caps and pull tabs from the 60s and 70s. Old garbage pile, it's probably long picked through. Find a bottle hoard. Yeah, these are nice and green. If the sun was beating on top of it, it'd be nice.
Why? That's a lot of concrete.
Yeah, they bolted down a big steel conveyor probably.
That seems like overkill.
Because it goes right to the berm here. So whatever they carted down, dumped it on the conveyor and brought it over. That's my theory anyway.
Because look at here even, there's concrete piers or piles all over here. Maybe this was like a big shed at one time here or something.
Yeah, they might have had a building on top of this, you never know.
Yeah, it's all over, look at these concrete everywhere.
All burnt off and rotted away. Should have brought a flashlight. Because it goes in a bit.
Use a camera, flashlight.
Maybe I'll see what it does. I'll go in there a little bit maybe. I was really surprised to see an adit though. Right close to town. Here's that chunk of metal from Savannah, Georgia.
Oh wow. Huh.
The Kendall Company. Curity Avenue, Toronto, Ontario. Order number 2987. GSA Laboratories. Savannah, Georgia. Must have been a ductwork or something, eh?
Mosquitoes.
Mr. Bear?
Yeah.
Wake up, Mr. Bear. It's full of water.
Got a light on that thing?
Yeah.
Got a flash on this.
Oh, probably full of bats too. Try not to breathe too deeply. Yeah. So it went down. That's pretty neat. All rock.
Oh yeah.
I don't see any bats offhand. I'm sure there's one or two hanging somewheres.
Oh yeah, I can see the shit.
Just don't want to breathe their poop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, deep pool. Wonder if it kept going. Graphite in the rock. What's that look like?
Yeah. Oh my god, there are mosquitoes hanging out on the wall.
Flaky deposits, I guess, if it's a good score. Neato. Yeah, I want to go up. Up on top. Got some footings made of rock and mortar, not just solid concrete.
Oh, look at that wall.
Look at the garbage.
Oh.
Why?
Oh man.
Old Bay. Spice.
Campfire. That's sad.
So they had a little picnic, camp out, and they left all their crap behind.
Kids, probably.
I think I'll bring a garbage bag next time.
Here's a piece of metal.
I didn't realize Halliburton had this. It's a Fleming College Associate College of Design. And they're getting some sort of big renovation in the parking area here. It's going to be sort of a park-like setting, a little stone structure. The students are doing some sort of carving and drilling work on wood beams in the tent there. I assume there's some sort of course they're taking. It must be for like fancy house design or something. Anyway, they have here a sculpture park. Different sculptures. Here's a metal one with a horse and a indigenous looking rider. Pretty cool. Lots of welding there. Neat. What's next? There's a museum too. I'll be skipping that. The thunder's getting pretty bad. I might have to run back to the van. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Here's all the maps of the mountain bike trails, walking trails, snowshoe trails, the sculpture park map, which can be kind of helpful. Very nice in there, nice and shady. Ski park, ski trails. It's proper raining now. The tour is over. Here's an old sawmill. Not very well displayed. A lot of rotten crap. Just hopefully heading back in the right direction here. Oh, here's a log cabin. Cool. Old stone wall, stone hedge. Nice squared away one. Boy, I'd like to find a bunch of these rocks for a garden at home in our front yard. We might have to go on the hunt. This is cool. Can we see in? Not really. Locked? Yeah. Locked. Old original, still got cedar shakes on the roof, not doing well. Neither is the tarp. They need to do something with that. It's like where I come from, Ottawa Valley, full of this stuff. Nice old log places. Here we got a steam boiler to power whatever. What's it say? Donkey engine, Midland, Ontario. Yeah, just to power whatever, sawmills and stuff. Big boiler. Yep, got back just in time. Break time. Matthiasville Road. On our way to Bracebridge. It's a road that loops around a river, this river. And here we have a dam owned by Aurelia Power. Hey, this is cool. Looks like a zoo for bears or something. Neat. Look at the big water chute. Fire the water into the turbines and make the hydroelectricity. That was a really bad rainstorm back in Halliburton. I got back in the van just in time. I probably had some flooding issues. Well, this is cool. Cottage country. Had to stop for a shot of this beauty. Old Mercury. Beautiful. Flawless body. All the lines are there. Nice clean rims even. What a beauty. Cool old church here. Oh, the old wood's finished off in like waste oil. I think it's an art gallery now. Artist, Bruce Tyner Artist. Probably a home too. There's an old Airstream. Neat old cozy place. And this 1930s Sanctuary Studio of the Arts. Look at the old rotten canoe on top. Perhaps a good thumbnail. Wish it was brighter out. I'll assume this is an old Ford, but I'm not sure. They always take the grills. Love it. Oh my. Hey, Jeff Peterson. Robot skeleton. If you've ever watched Craig Ferguson, the one of those late show hosts from back in the day, the Scottish guy, very funny, laughy guy. He's got his sidekick is a actual robot skeleton. It's got like a aluminum mohawk on him. Anyway, one of the funniest things I've ever watched is a clip of him and this skeleton. A guy in the back room controls him, and they're going at it with a banter, and Craig Ferguson is losing it and just cannot contain himself, just pissing himself laughing. It's worth watching that clip. I think it's called Jeff Peterson is the name of the robot skeleton. Jeff Peterson makes Craig Ferguson cry. Check it out. Watch that clip. Funniest thing I ever watched. And there's a little history of the area. I was standing right beside the sign. I didn't even see it. The Peterson Road. Have a pause and a read. And just a little further down the road, there's a highway. I'm going to have to assume the 11 that goes north and south. More dams on all these lake and river systems. I have to look on the maps and see what this is. So the little tiny back roads always prove interesting. Oh, this is neat. Look at the gorge. Wow. Very nice. This bridge is in the way though. Wowzers. There's a road there I could walk down, but the camper van's running, so maybe I can go into here. Nah, I don't think there's any point in going there. Muskoka Foundry, shopping, dinings, entertainment. I think there's antiques in here too. This is why you don't tear down old buildings like this. You keep them, and eventually somebody will buy it and make something cool out of it. Foundry Market, Foundry Hall. Rusty old bike, they make nice art pieces. I salvaged an old Coca-Cola sign just like that one time. Old gas pump cover. Makes your mouth sing. British Consols extra mild cigarettes. Diet cigarettes. Nice healthy cigarettes. Simply Cottage. Okay. Pretty cool bar. Look at the old couches, the old vintage couches and chairs. Live music right here. Look at this place. Original big tall ceilings. I would say it's mostly seasonal. They do have propane heaters. But yeah, this is cool. Sip on a cocktail there. Neat. Another tablecloth dining area. Wow, what a neat idea. It looks like it's still kind of slowly developing into a thing. Like primarily a wine store. I kind of feel bad, I'm just passing by, but it's a Wednesday afternoon. I don't think there's many people in here partaking in a drink yet at 2 in the afternoon. But maybe after work it gets a little busy. It is summer. in cottage country. They look like things that maybe they used to cast here on display. Muskoka, yeah, we're in the Muskokas proper now. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will take you everywhere. That's right. Some little crazy imagination. Vintage trailer. Cocktails trailer. Well, I thought it was an antique shop too, but I guess not. I wonder what's in there. Forever after my keys play in tune, my soul will dance in harmony. Yeah. All right, and we'll finish off with the other half of that old Chrysler. Be great to have the space to be able to display things like that. See, that could have been right to the crushers and recycled metal, but instead it's art. Love it. This interesting pivoting heavy-duty cart here. I bet you this is from the foundry. Here's one of these seed separator thingies. Big smoker. Pretty cool. I kind of wish I was camping right around here somewhere where I could walk here and have a couple of cocktails tonight. Cool, but instead I'll be at some lonely old outpost all by myself, boondocking somewhere. Hopefully on waterfront. Let's go see what we can find. Another boulevard of broken dreams near Horseshoe Lake, sort of near Parry Sound. A great big auto center, all closed up. Wow, that was a beautiful big shop. It would look big enough to be a dealership. And then we got Oscar's Family Restaurant. All closed up. What a waste. Woo, rough roads. So we kind of drove out of the Muskokas proper and we're in Parry Sound now. Parry Sound's famous train bridge. And we're heading out to, oh, the name of the island escapes me. Might be Parry Island, maybe? I'll let you know later. We're gonna take an explore and see if there's some kind of...
Left onto Parry Sound Drive.
Yes, ma'am. Some coastal camping, see if there's something we can find. I'm not sure, it might be a native reservation, maybe. There seems to be cheap gas there, says Google Maps, so I'm gonna see if I can get some gas and make sure I'm not gonna be boondocking on a reservation. On the coast, and I think I'm gonna head that way and see if it's possible to camp. I see lots of whiteys on the island getting gas and stuff, so they must have cottages and things over here, or I don't know, maybe there's campsites, but look at this. Look at this. Interesting. Old buildings. Roundhouse. Like a train roundhouse? What was this? What did they do here? We're gonna have to give this a goog and find out what this was all about. It's pretty gutted. I mean, there's still the odd piece of wood. Old bolts, old hinges, big old doors would have been here. There's a lovely mossy car seat. And the graffiti artist, of course. Not too bad though, not too much. These old concrete structures, they really went crazy with these in the turn of the century. 1920s, times like that. It's windy here. If I'm having a fire on the coast, if that dream comes true, it's going to be rather windy. Old car hood here. Whole bunch of rims. Are these all welded together? What do you think that was for? How strange. Steel bits and bytes. Another wall. Another low wall there. A little bit of a dumping ground for truck parts. Tires and wheels. You can see where people are tromping around in here. Oh my knee is bad from sitting still today. Not enough walking. So we got some interesting shots today. I came down to give Office Rocker a hand, and I thought to myself, well, maybe I should start shooting some video. Maybe I should have earlier. But it's turning out interesting. Some neat things to see. Out and about, as the channel is called. Graffiti shots. Another big massive wall. Look at these, were they windows or, no, it was a roundhouse. You can see how it's curved. They would have been barn doors for the locomotives to come into and turn around. So I'm starting to see this now. There's another wall over there. It might be hard for you to see. And way over there by the road. So let's just follow this. And I'll have to get some discipline and get on the Goog and look up the history of this and see what we're looking at. Maybe some old pictures. Yeah, it's something. It's not much. There's no old equipment lying around or old steam trains or nothing. But is that what it was? Like, it just seems big enough for a narrow, old-fashioned train locomotive to come into, maybe spin around. And like I said, definitely a curve is going on here. So I bet you could follow this and it'll just keep curving around. Bit of a path going on. People walking. Concrete structures in here for drainage. It's just the perfect time of day now. 4:15. It would be nice to find a campsite in a perfect world on the coast and set up camp. Okay, this wall's flat, but if you can see in here, it all curved into here. So inside was probably a big iron turntable, and you could redirect these trains, turn them around and send them out another way. Somebody dumped a boat. It's still watertight. It's holding water inside. That's the thing about boats, they're not very recyclable. I mean, what can you do? You can strip all the metal off that has some value, and what do? Grind up the fiberglass and mold something else out of it? Boats are a pain in the neck. I don't see a good path going into this place. But if you know me, we're gonna have to get in there and have a look. Oh, let there be no ticky-ticks. No ticky-ticks. Where's the easiest access? If I had pants on, I'd be bashing in here a little quicker. Trying to tromp everything down here. Looking for poison ivy. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at that, eh? Lots of garbage, lots of cans. People throwing their crap in here. Great big cement walls. Yeah, just that wall and this wall. Hello. Somebody driving by. Or climb up here. Metal bits. Plastic bottles. See, anything good and old is going to be buried or gone and already picked through. Okay. Let's go find this, what it says, church ruins on Google Maps. On the coast. So we got 1, 2, and 3 that I can see. I wonder if I'm going to get to use this ATV on this trip at all. Lugging it around, burning a ton more gas because of the weight. So this is Depot Harbor Church Ruins. So Depot Harbor, I would assume, would have been a village with homes and things. Interesting. Could one assume that the church was here? I could feel the breeze. We're definitely on the coast, or close to it. Yeah, well, not terribly exciting. I guess there was a church here one time. Windy as hell. Wow, what a place in the winter this would have been. So, if you can hear me through the wind, I think I just found paradise. If you come over to the right from where the church ruins is, there's a grass cut area and an old ruins of a house or something, and it's a perfect campsite. There's a fire pit. There's no sign saying don't camp. Looking at the maps, it appears to be off the reserve. I was a little concerned about camping on the reserve. That might be a no-no. This sign's for anglers. The chief and council not issuing fishing permits to non-member anglers. Members. Hey, there's an old brick. An old brick from back in the day. Ah, it had some writing too. I can't make it out. It might have been a date. Might be numbers. I apologize for the wind. I'm going to put my finger over front of the microphone. See if that helps. Lots of driftwood. I think we got more wood to burn here. There's an old intake pipe. Yeah. More steel bits. Oh, there must have been a wharf here. Wow, what a harsh place. Could you imagine in the winter months? back when it was like really cold days, they probably had to shut everything down for a while. It was all frozen, but I think nowadays this pretty much all stays open. Global warming. Beautiful rocks to walk on. Might check that out in the morning. This is great. I think we got a good spot here. I'm all by my lonesome. My lady's working this week. Office rocker's injured. And most everybody else I know works still, so. Alright, so paradise was lost. Apparently I was on what is the reserve. The whole island of Parry Island is reserve. So two locals came by and kind of let me know, and you know, one after the other, and that was enough to tell me to move on. Amick Harbor. Look at this little cottage, small town in the middle of nowhere. This old gas station, all abandoned. Look at that, eh? Cool. Okay, so I gotta find somewhere to spend the night. I'm getting a little panicky. It's 8:45. All right. We have found a place just out of Amick Harbor, that old gas station on Amick Lake. And it's a public boat launch right beside the road. I don't know what number road I'm on, but this is good. It's very quiet out here. I can't bug anybody. There's no sign saying don't camp here. I know I'm not on a reservation, so we're gonna be good. Alrighty. Well, I'm finally having a beer that I wanted to have a couple of quite a while ago back at Depot Harbor. But yeah, you need permission. You need to be invited, or you buy a pass, or what else is there? Buy a pass. Yeah, you need to know somebody. So a second lady came by. First a young guy with a couple of dogs. He explained it to me. I'm like, oh crap. He didn't really say you should go, but so maybe look at getting a pass next time. A second woman came by and she's like, well, we have our own police force and they'll likely swoop in here, and if they see you, they could potentially write you a ticket. So on Google Maps, it looks like that section that actually J.R. Booth, the lumber baron back in the day, got expropriated with the government's help from the Indian reservation. And the young lad at first explained to me that about 10 years ago or so, they settled that land claim and naturally gave that back to the reserve, which it originally was. I don't know why that took all so long, but yeah, it was quite the industrial area. I guess it got really polluted. I think I could see coal on the beach and stuff. There was a town of like 1,100 or at one point into the 1920s, and yeah, it was a big place where ships met rail and transported wheat and things like that. It was an incredibly busy place. Interesting history. Ayr Lake. Was that what it was called? Ayr? Take a look at that again. Amick. Sorry, Amick Lake. A-H-M-I-C. Well, this worked out. It was a bit of a drive when I left the Parry Island Reserve to here. Over an hour, I think. I think I pulled in, it was just starting to get dark. Worked out. I mean, it's right beside the road. Not very stealthy or private, but nobody bothered me. I didn't bother anybody else. Cracked a beer last night. Played around on the phone and went to sleep. I was tired. So, let's see where the day takes us. Do we go home? Or do we do one more night? Tomorrow's Friday. My lady will be off at the end of the day, so definitely be home by tomorrow, but today we'll see what we can find, see what kind of fun we can run into. It's getting messy in here. I was getting tired of dragging the cooler in and out, so I've been leaving it out, but it's gonna be hard on the ice. All right, let's get moving. Inching our way north and east. Was just in the town of South River looking for coffee. Wasn't really seeing it. One little scraggly old diner, but I don't feel like eating and asking for a coffee in a place like that. Hydroelectric generating station. Their signboard's getting a little weathered. Wow. Used to be quite the buildings here at one time. It's a nice spot. It's like the town swimming hole. South River. There's some historical photos on the dam. That's the chute to channel the water to the turbines, wherever that is. Cool. Well, at least they let you in here and wander around, have a look. Pretty cool place to spend the day, I'd say. Yeah, if you're traveling the back roads in a hot summer day and you want to clean up, I could use a bath, but the air is cool this morning. I'm not really feeling it. We'll see later in the day. If I find waterfront and don't go home, maybe I'll clean up. Or maybe I'll just go home too. We'll see. There's some cement and wood there, like remnants of an old building or a dam, maybe a log dam. Very cool. You can see all the minerals in the water. It's sort of got that brown tinge to it. Makes it so dark looking. Yes, I'll bet this is a popular town swimming hole for young people. It's beautiful. You can wander all down here under the bridge. I don't want to venture too far. I've got the van still running there. Oh wow, smooth rock everywhere. It just keeps on going. This place is great. There's the chute, partially underground. Here's another little drainage side with rocks. Be fun to hop around down there. Find a little pool to soak in. Very nice. Penstock, 1940. Oh yeah. There's an old survivor. A cement water tank tower for trains that they never tore down. Pretty creepy. Getting really crumbly. Almost looks like a liability sitting right here beside these still used tracks. Look at it crumbling. Neat. we're home. We're going to call it a wrap. Nothing too exciting since my little camp out last night. And I don't even know if I have a video here. I went from home in the Ottawa Valley, Pembroke Petawawa area, to the Halliburtons. Spent the night there at Office Rockers. And then headed into the Muskokas. And seen a bit of that beauty and some interesting things. Then on to Parry Island by Parry Sound, which I thought was the most lovely campsite I'd ever found ever. Nice and free. But it was on native reserve land. So a couple of them popped in there and reminded me that's where I was. So I couldn't spend the night. So I went inland, a little north and east to that lake. The name escapes me again. something. And yeah, I just did a slow crawl on the way back. Did a little ATVing near Rolfton, the town of Rolfton, on Highway 17. And headed home. So let's go let these hounds out, because they're probably staring at the window losing their minds right now.